Hi everybody. So for today's activity, we're going to talk about an underwater animal that maybe you've seen in a movie, maybe you've even seen one in real life. And they're pretty spectacular. They are, let's spell it together. Ready? Da, da, da. Good. Need my hand. D, O, la, 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 L. And then here's the cool part. So these two letters together make the sound F, like the letter F. But they're not the letter F. It's P, H. Did you know that? P, H make the sound F together. And then I, N, N. That spells, let's say it slowly, D, all, F, in. And if we say it a little bit quicker, dolphin. That's right, it's a dolphin. So dolphins live on land? No, they don't live on land. Do they live in the Arctic? No, that'd be really, really cold, huh? They live in the ocean. And how do they move their body around? Do they jump? Well, actually, sometimes they kind of jump out of the water, huh? Do they fly? No, they swim. Now, dolphins' body, actually, I've had the privilege to be able to touch a dolphin before, and they almost feel like rubber. They're really, really slippery, which, they do live in the water, so that's fair. But their body's really, really cool, and they're very intelligent animals. And they have a fin on their back, right? And they have a tail. Do we have a tail? No, that would be silly, huh? And then their bottom fins, and then boop. I did my best, but I'm sure you can do a great dolphin too. There's my dolphin. I did my best. So for this activity, what you're gonna need is a pair of scissors. I have 2 paper plates, 1, 2, and markers. Now, the fun thing about this dolphin is that we're gonna make it look like it's swimming in a sunset or swimming in a sunrise, whichever you want to do, right? So I'm using markers. You can use paints, you can use watercolors, you can use crayons, you can use chalk. Chalk also looks really cool if you want to go side to side and make it look like the sun is setting. It's really nice to blend colors together. But what I'm gonna do is I used markers today. And I used blue on my paper plate for the water. Because one paper plate is for the water, the other paper plate is for the sunrise or sunset. And then we also have a little dolphin. I cut mine out on cardstock paper. Remember, cardstock paper is a little bit thicker than regular printing paper. And I made mine a seafoam green color, which was fun. I mixed a little bit of white, a little bit of blue, like a tealish blue, and then a tiny bit of green, and it made a super cool color. Love it. It's like probably one of my favorite colors. So, let's get started. Oh yeah, and of course some glue, right? Don't forget our glue. One cool thing that you could do with this activity is, if you want, you can use a special paper clip that has the 2 sides that can pull apart, so that way you can turn the water around in circles and make it look like the dolphin is swimming in and out. I'm personally going to use some glue, so I'll show you how to do that one, but I can show you kind of at the end where you would put it, so you know what to do if you want to do that instead. So first things first, go ahead and take your paper plate and write your name on the back. I just wrote mine. If you need to pause the video, go for it, all right? And then, yeah, just try your best, right? Don't want to rush through it. You don't want to forget any letters. Then after you write your name, flip it over. Now, for my sunset, I love to use paint or watercolors and really get the colors to blend together. But I figured, if you don't have that at home, I wanted to give you this option too. Now, this one has orange. I used some orange in it, and I went horizontal lines, side to side, right? And I covered this in all these different colors. I put some orange, some yellow. I used a light orange and a light yellow too. I used different tones. And then I thought it'd be kind of fun to add some pink. If I can open it. It helps to open it on the right side of the cap, huh? And then going side to side, side to side. And then it gives it a different bit of a hue to it. So that kind of makes it look like it's a sunset, right? Now, on my paint, the paint that I created, I painted this a while ago, so it's all dry. But there's a line of waves. And what I did was I used my scissors and I cut around the waves so it's into two pieces like so. We're only going to use one side, but you can use this and hold on to this if you want to use it for another craft. That's always fun. So go ahead and take your time. No rush, no worries. If you need to pause the video, go for it. Remember, when you use your scissors, your thumb goes in the small hole and your fingers in the large. We keep our wrist to the height of the sky, and you're gonna open, shut, and rotate your wrist to make sure you're following the lines. So if you need to pause it, go for it too to make sure you do it. But I know you can do it. All right, now I'm going to take my water, and you can see some side will show more than the others. So I'm thinking I'll make mine kind of look like this, right? And there I have a sunset and the water. Now I want to put my dolphin right so it looks like it's popping out of the water. See? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to glue my dolphin on my sunset. All right. Now we're gluing it on the sunset because if you do want to make it kind of mobile, that part's going to stay flat versus the water will kind of be moving around. So I'm going to take my dolphin. I have my glue. I used a glue stick. And I'm going to press right here. And we can hold it down and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is, if I wanted to put my water, if you want it to look like it's totally out of the water, that's fun. Or maybe you want just like a little bit hanging out. Or maybe you want like a big part of the dolphin's the dolphin's body covered. I'm going to make it look like a lot of the dolphin's bodies, probably almost all of it actually, really. Yeah, I like how that looks. And then you can glue, but you know what? To each its own, right? If you want to make yours a little different, go for it. I'm going to glue it right at the bottom. But really fast before I do glue it, if you do want to use the special clips to hold it, I would attach it right in the middle here, because then when you spin it, it makes it look like the dolphin is in and out of the water. See? Which is really, it's a fun way to do it, because then it makes it look like it's swimming, right? So I'll show you, for example, like this, right? But if you have the thing, of course, it holds it, which is really helpful. And then it makes it look like the dolphin's going in and out of the water. So I'm going to glue mine just because I unfortunately don't have the little toggle, but that's okay, right? Like I said, the important thing is to be flexible with this stuff. Sometimes we have the things we need, sometimes we don't. So we improvise. Improvise means coming up with a different solution. Got my glue on my paper, and I'm going to go ahead and glue it onto my dolphin. Voila! And if you want, you can also use large paper plates. I use smaller paper plates. Yeah, just to try something new, right? But there it is. And I'm really excited to see how yours turn out. Don't forget to try your best, of course, but have fun, right? It's always exciting to learn about something new. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. All right, see you next time.